Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is vlog number 96 of my daily slash every other day slash weekly vlog of what I do in kayak fishing, life, and just doing my best to take every minute I have on this earth seriously. So right now I want to go over a quick rundown of expensive fishing gear versus not expensive fishing gear. So here it comes. I got something, man. You see? Alright, first of all, I just want to go ahead and sum it up that none of my gear is expensive, okay? Most of it came from yard sales, eBay grabs, clearance sales, okay? So, really, I think that expensive gear is overrated, okay? If you got $500 to drop on one reel, I mean, invest it. I don't know, because spending that much money on a reel that's either going to get dropped, lost, flipped over the side, rusted out, broken, is like, in my opinion, a waste of money. A quick breakdown of my rods and reels, okay? I've got all ugly sticks, okay? Ugly sticks throughout my junk, alright? Because one, they don't break. Two, they're cheap, okay? You know, if you're saying, oh, well, the feel of the St. Croix rod, I can just feel the bottom. I don't get it, man. Okay, I've caught a lot of fish, caught a lot of big fish, caught a lot of little fish, okay? If you're using braided line, you got a bait caster, you can keep your thumb on the line, you can feel the bite. And I say this because I normally fish between 25 and 30 feet of water, and I throw a lot of jigs, and I can feel those redfish pick it up on the bottom. Okay, so I'm not sold on those little skinny fancy rods that break as soon as you roll the window up on them. But anyways, so breaking down my reels, most of my reels have come from yard sales or garage sales or eBay. My Jigmaster 500 that I've caught a lot of my fish on my channel. He ain't playing no games, dude. He ain't playing no games. I got for $11 off eBay, and it was an older model that had never been used. I got it from up north, so you know, I think it was from you know, one of the, like, Alaska or something, where there was no like salt water anywhere near this dude. So I knew that it wasn't completely messed up, and those things last pretty good while. And my Pin 850 is a spin fisher that I got at Academy on clearance for like a little of nothing. And I've had this thing for like 15 years, and you saw it hang that tarpon on my channel and gave him a what for. And that spin fisher is on an ugly stick I got from Walmart for like $40. And it's way strong enough, 6'6" rod. You know, so all together I got less than $100 in both my big offshore rods. And you know, they put a whooping in. And if it goes over the side of my kayak, I mean, it's going to suck, but I'm not going to be like brokenhearted if an Avid just like flipped over the side. So, you know, my point of this is you gotta stay within your means, you know, and they're going to get busted. And if my Jigmaster 500 gets smoked to shit and some big king or something blows it all to pieces, well, I'll go buy another $10 one. And between the two of them, I still only got $20. And it's way cheaper than if I had an Avid. I could go through 5, 6, 7 old Jigmasters and still not have anywhere near the price or the heartache if I lost one Avid. Okay, so my Jigmaster's going on 2 years strong, and still no problems. Works great. Clicker's loud as can be. So, okay, so my other rods that you see me catching those big bull reds on, that I've done a lot of videos on this channel, is I got 2 Revo SXs. Yeah, I spent money on those. I spent like $120 a piece on those suckers. But they're good reels, and they've been lasting a while. They're starting to squeak because those bull reds are starting to crush them. But I did spend money on the reels, and the rods are ugly stick rods that I did an in-depth video on them, but I think they're like 30 something bucks a piece. And if they get snapped in half or the eyes get run off on a pile and on the bridge because, you know, I forgot to put them down when I went through it, I'm not going to panic, okay? So that's what I'm saying is going BTB, you're going to flip. You're going to break rods in the sand. You're going to break rods on the pilings under the bridges. You're going to roll your window up on them. You're going to put the tailgate up on your rod tips, okay? So all those van stalls that people are buying trying to, you know, catch a fish from the pier, hey, man, I just don't know about that. I'm just not convinced that you need a van stall. I'm not convinced that you have to have an Abbott. I'm doing this video for the guys out there that are starting out, that, you know, they see all these advertisements and think that they have to have these expensive accessories, and you really don't. I mean, you can get the job done with the junk from Walmart. Yeah, eventually they'll break and they'll rust out and the gears will strip out, but, you know, how much fishing are you going to really be doing? I fish all the time, and my reels, my Jig Masters, and my Pen 850 and my Aboos are just like troopers. I mean, they're still trugging along, and you still can't convince me that I got to have this expensive gear. I mean, I fish with dudes that's got expensive gear, and they can't convince me because I'm right there, right beside them catching lunkers and faces. And the only other rod that I have that is I use a lot, okay, is for shark fishing. I've got a 4/0 Penn Senator that I got from Gander Mountain for like $100 with a rod, and no problems with it either yet to find a dude to break it. I mean, it's going to happen because I'm on a journey to find a fish that can break my junk, okay, but I haven't found him yet. And I've hung humongous bull sharks and tarpon and, you know, whatever. So that's my theory on that one. Penn Senator is fine. Jigmaster 500 is fine. Pen 850 fine. Spin fishers, slammers, even those Akuma ones from Academy or from Walmart. Those Akuma combos. Heck, those things even work good. Most people aren't going to find something that's going to smoke that thing out. All right, so now I want to talk about when do you spend the money. Okay, spend your money on good line within reason, not fluorocarbon, but, you know, a good braided line or a good monofilament. Spend your money on good jig heads, okay? Because when you're fishing for big fish, they will straighten out your jig heads. Don't get them Academy ones. Get good jig heads, okay? They'll last a lot longer and they'll stay sharper, okay? Treble hooks, okay? Don't get them flimsy little treble hooks. Get them 2 and 3 times strong treble hooks. Because them big redfish and big kings will straighten your junk out, okay? And also, don't skimp on good lubricants for your reels, okay? Make sure you get good reel oil and reel grease, okay? Also, make sure you get the aluminum or stainless steel fishing pliers. Don't get regular ones from Harbor Freight because they'll last about 1 outing before they rust out. So, but anyways, if you got any questions on the gear that I use, shoot it to me. I'll be more than happy to talk about it. Check out the other videos where I've gone in depth on these reels and these rods, and you'll see that my stuff is not expensive, and I catch plenty big fish, and my shit is not blown up on me. So, but yeah, follow me on Instagram where I've been putting 15-second videos on there, crushing it. Follow me on Snapchat where we're always going back and forth with fish and Jim and just all kinds of fun stuff. And I'll see you next time.